yeah, he presented that me. He works out in the mines. He's very well off, so
Cool.
he's my age, but yeah, he's
You know what I mean? I've got a Joel Parkinson signed surfboard in my shed.
Oh, nice.
But it's a great surfboard. I want to use the damn thing.
I
It's got
actually
Parko's signature on it.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't
Gifts are gifts.
Yeah. Well, that's what I used it the other night, and I like as soon as I put it away, I played it for about an hour and then cleaned it for about 40 minutes because I'm like, I know I'm not going to play it for another few weeks. So I don't want to get every bit of drop of sweat off it. I didn't want any, but I mean, I want to use it because he gave it to me to use, but at the same time, it's too pretty and too, yeah. So it all just sort of come out like that, and yeah, so they're sort of, I have my two main live ones, plus I have my prized possession that it'll be in my pool room once I have a pool room. But, but that's basically it. I use my acoustic to mainly write, just sitting in the lounge room after work or whatever. When I've got a spare half an hour, I never really play. I never really practice. That's sort of why I became a rhythm guitarist at later times. When I was learning covers, when I was younger, learning, all the classic rock stuff, I wanted to be the lead guitarist because that was a cool and fun thing to do. And then the band I'm in now, the lead guitarist is miles ahead of me, way better than me in every aspect. So I was just sort of became a rhythm guitarist, and I really enjoy it. And basically, that's sort of, I just became the rhythm guitarist. And
So I think they're born, mate.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You're born to go.
yeah, that's right.
I wasn't.
I remember like some songs you'd learn, and there'd always be this one bit you could never play, and like no matter how many hours you spent on it, you're like, no, I can't do it.
And you didn't really.
You always be like, I'll just play my own little bit there anyway, And so I never really had the discipline to get there. So
I don't even know how to go. Down, bump.
Yeah.
I've never. I'm so lazy.
To actually learn
I've never
the proper
truly learned that.
Yeah, well, it's a
I
tricky
know all the
little
other
bit.
cool bit.
It's a tricky little bit. Yeah. But I mean, I probably played it the wrong way for the first, 5 years. It's only until we started playing in bands that were gigging. They're like, no, it's like this. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I knew that. Then you'd go home and practice for another half hour. Like, all right, I got it. But yeah, it's not until you start jamming with these better musicians than you that you really start really learning, and so yeah, I was just they sort of make you grow. Like the three guys, we're a 4-piece band. The 3 guys I'm with now are all better than me musically. The lead guitarist is amazing. The drummer is amazing. The bass player is amazing. And I'm just a rhythm guitarist, and I ended up being the singer. I'd sung in bands before when I was younger, and then I was in a couple bands where I was just playing guitar, just sort of focusing on that. And then we sort of found ourselves all in a band room again, and we didn't have a singer, and I'm like, well, I've done singing, and I sort of just, what I did is showed them, because just current sort of, I went and recorded my vocals on a guitar track, and I just said, look, this is me right now, that's probably, me doing a softer song, this is probably me singing as hard as I can, take it warts and all, or find another singer, or don't, whatever, and they're like, yeah, like, be the singer. That's what we want. I'm like, all right, cool. So, and just went down there, and then, but after singing for this last 12 months, rehearsing, doing shows, my voice is like I've noticed my voice getting a lot better and better and better, and also stronger, and you can sort of hit higher notes and lower ones. It's just not so much that I practice, it's just doing it a lot. You just sort of slow, it's only natural to slowly get better and, stronger at that, and,
Yeah, same for me. I sing in this cover band, and it's 4 years, and I was sang in an original band. I knew I could sing.
Yep.
But I don't know what you're saying. 4 years later, man, I'm like, damn.
Yeah. I think
it's just opened up.
Yeah,
and, confidence, and you actually stop thinking about singing, and that's when you really go wild.
Yeah, well, I was sort of singing my first few bands. I just became the singer because I couldn't find a singer, and I was just like, I'll just sing. And I probably wasn't that good, but I don't think I was bad. Like, I got some recordings, I could hear them, and I'm like, oh, they were right. But and then I didn't become a singer for a while. I was just playing guitar, and sort of like I just noticed, like, walking up the hallway and up the house, and you sing a line, and because the hallway echoes, you're like, it doesn't sound too bad. So you start getting itchy to become a singer again. You're like, and then you're writing songs always on your acoustic, so that's making you practice as a singer. And I just sort of had all these songs, and I'm just like, I wouldn't mind being a singer again, because also I like the energy. I mean, it's one thing the energy you get from a guitar, and then also when you're telling a story through a song or singing a certain line, and it's got to be dramatic, and you know, all of a sudden your face starts pulling all these strange faces because this line it's like you can't say this particular line without having like an expression on your face. So then I like sort of having all that sort of it's another thing takes over your body as well. So like all of a sudden you got these two sort of energies, like you're singing and then your guitar, and all of a sudden your body just sort of gets hijacked for the gig, and you sort of finish and you just you come off and you're like, all right, well I just literally forgot everything for half an hour, and it's just how fun was that? It's like you can go to rehearsal stressed, and then after rehearsal you're all wound down and relaxed.
All right, so Faraway Star and Light of Day.
Yep.
Is that 2 songs?
Yeah, that's
right.
the A side and B side of Former Angels.
On a nice little record, actual record.
If I don't
and
mind
look at that, man. I want to pick up that record as opposed to picking up your CD.
Yeah.
It's great that you've put on vinyl.
And if I don't mind, I was dropped the hint. It's white vinyl as well. We went the extra. We went the extra bit. But
that's good, man. Because here it is. It's a product. It's something you want to
you can look at.
Look after though.
Yeah, and it's got.
That's not going to end up in your car or your.
No. It's
so heavy.
Yeah. No, I was stoked. I have a CD collection at home just because of the era I live in, and now vinyl's become huge, and our bass player's got a massive vinyl collection, and he we were talking about printing CDs, and I'm just like, man, like I've made like 3 different CDs in different projects in the past, and they just sort of just get thrown in the glove box, So I thought vinyl, it's, people are going to remember it, and we just did it. It cost a little bit more, but like it's something you'll have forever, and look on. And it was just So we're doing another one of them in May 27, which is only like 2 weeks away. It's going to be an orange vinyl. Yeah. Orange vinyl.
Where did you record this?
In Beenleigh. It's by a guy called Jesse Nikolic. He's got a little Facebook page just starting out. It's Blunderbuss Productions, and he is amazing. Like, I can put that beside that recording. I can, not saying our song or our musicianship, the recording in its own. I can put the recording beside any major album, and the quality's exactly the same, side by side.
Brilliant. So it's a
great
like
quality.
a home sort of studio.
Yeah.
The reason I'm interested because back in our day.
Yeah, well, it's basically a built-in granny
we
flat.
recorded tapes.
But
you'd pay a lot of money, man, to get into a studio. It's a different deal now.
Well, he has a granny flat that he's sort of setting up, and man, like he just gets amazing results. Like the first time, because I'd done recordings before of other people, and and you pay cheap, just because it's all you can afford, and when you're young, you don't really, your ear's not as well trained, and you think it's great, and then you listen to it a year later, and you're like, oh, that guy, like that was done in November, and whenever I hear it, I'm like, I'm still happy with that result. I couldn't perfect it any better than what it is. And then so we went back and did 2 more songs of him. I'm trying to remember when we did them. It was only like a couple months ago, I suppose, 3 months ago. We recorded a song called Shadow by the Sun.
You got some great stuff, man. This band's been together for 13 months.
Yeah, well, I think, the other day we got a notification of our first gig, which was, 12 months ago. And that was only like a month ago we got a notification about that. So, we've been working pretty hard. We put a lot of time into it. We're basically ready to release our second single, which will be Shadow by the Sun. The B-side will be called Elevation, Gotta Get High. And it's just, they're even better again, in my opinion. Like that you listen to and you're like, that's us. The new singles we've heard, it's the first time I've ever heard a recording going, is that even us? Like, it just sounds so good. Right. So I'm really excited to sort of get that out. I'm
stoked for you, man. I feel like, hang on, I think I packed that wrong.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's yours.
I feel
like...
you can't, stop, don't give this to me. Don't. I used to sell T-shirts at a racetrack once, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day when I was racing cars. And this American rich dude, JD, whatever his name, I can't never remember his name, said the best thing to me ever when I was young.
Yeah.
I'm giving stuff out to anyone I thought it was important or something. He went, dude, take that, man.
Yeah.
You know, and hey, I appreciate your gesture, but no way. That is too good for me to have, and I'd rather buy it, mate, because, don't give none of yours. So this is yours, dude.
Oh, it's we've only got a few of them left. We got a limited amount printed, and we sold a lot of them at the launch.
Right.
And also on the tour, like every time you do a show in front of new people, you know, you might sell a few, and then plus even like we've got in a actually I've got it written down here so I didn't remember. We got in a top 40 over in Amsterdam. It's called Free Top 40 Chart in Netherlands, and we've actually sold a few vinyls like over in Norway and Amsterdam, and I believe it's just from the the radio play over there. Like the internet's amazing, like. You know, we rarely ever get played in Brisbane, but but we've sold vinyls overseas, because Bandcamp's great. It's a place to upload your music, as you know, but you can sell shirts and product through it's like your own little website, but it's all free. And
here's what we do, right?
I
had a band on here, the Mistmade, who were coming through doing a thing.
Yep.
They went to Amsterdam, London. They were there for like 2 months.
Yeah,
gigging every other weekend. They recorded in Prague.
Yeah,
all through. Crowdfunding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of everyone rolls their eyes like, ugh.
Well,
but man, I was like, drink beer over there.
Yeah.
It's like the whole country was like so stoked that they got on a plane.
Yeah, well, there's a band called The Lazies, and they just go over to Canada. Like, I think I don't know if it's second or third time over in Canada, and they, like, I don't know how they're just always over there, like, killing it, The
Lazies.
They're called The Lazies. They're a great rock band. We supported them at the Northern in Byron Bay, and they were amazing. Like, they're very similar. I don't want to say to us because, they might think, we're nothing like them or whatever, but we're just an honest rock band, and they're the exact same. They just, They recorded over in Canada, I believe, with like some guy that had worked on Rage Against the Machine or something, and they go over there and just they've been smashing the Canadian market, and I can't speak, I've never been over there, but it looks like they're doing really, really well. Like this will be our second East Coast run, and we're after this little single we promote, we'll probably look at doing an EP, but yeah, we'll wait and see and. So basically, play the cards when we get back, see how well that went, whether we want to go back again immediately or whether we just want to sit down and do something, we'll work it out. But the guy that recorded that single, he did our second one. I also might mention while we're talking about the recording, a guy called Sean Telford recorded our Evie cover in Brisbane, and he did an amazing job on that. Like I said, we didn't really need to record anything, but he wanted to record a rock band, and so we did Evie and we did an Airborne track with him, and they come out really good too. So we're not sure, who we're going to record with or what we're going to do when we get back. We're basically going to govern that by how well this trip goes, whether we're going to do another single or an EP. And yeah, just play it all by ear. But, it's just, I'd love to say it's our second tour in 12 months, but just shy of, just out of the 12-month mark, we're doing our second tour. And get back from that and wait and see, just keep going, looking for new places to play and better places to play, and yeah, that's all we sort of want to do.
Awesome. Who did that artwork?
That's a photo taken. Oh, just trying to remember the photographer. I can't remember the photographer. The front cover of the Faraway Star vinyl. It's done by a photographer. He's got a bit of a He's pretty popular, but our bass player basically grabbed it. We asked his permission. He said, yeah, we could have the photo. And our bass player sort of did a bit of, basically composed it, I suppose. And the photos inside were all taken by a guy called Hans Telford. He's a photographer from the Gold Coast. He's photographed AC/DC, Midnight Oil, The Angels, basically anyone that's been to Australia and that's pretty big, he's photographed. Photograph them.
Incredible photos.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. We're really lucky to have him. He comes to a lot of our shows. He just likes good rock bands, I met him through a friend, and yeah, he the first thing he said to me is like, "Oh, Gibson SG." He's like, "You're a fan of Angus Young, are you?" And I'm like, "Mate, watch this," because we're just about to go on stage. I'm like, he's my number one inspiration, and and ever since then, we've been good friends. We talk a lot via Facebook or phone, and he likes coming to our shows. He just loves good, honest rock bands, so he's always there to come and have a look. And yeah, he's done some amazing photos. He made our first film clip, the Faraway Star film clip. Really cool guy. He's basically like another member of Former Angels. He's at 90% of the shows. Loves the band and loves taking photos. And yeah, I might mention the other member of Former Angels that's not actually in the band. We have a roadie called X-Man. He came down the East Coast tour of us. He's doing it again this time. He's a legend. He's always selling the merch. So if anyone's listening and comes to a show, come say hi to X-Man. He's at the merch desk.
Great.
Yeah.
You know what we always say in bands? It's like You know, I've been in a few. Even
Yep.
when I was young,
Yep.
you know, like, and everything did, you know, we had the drummer from the Angels
Yeah.
who thought we were the shit.
Oh,
And he introduced us in
yeah,
Sydney
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything was lining up, and then it went away.